All right, guys, welcome back to the Rockstar Podcast. This is your boy Ankur.
Esther man, R-I-Z, Riz in the house.
Man, what are we going to talk about today?
You know what? We should talk about something that influenced us over the years. Each other, right? Both of us at the same time, which is South Asian musicians, which...
So Jay Sean,
Raghav.
right?
Raghav. South Asian actors.
What was that Michael Jackson impersonator?
Oh, man.
Omar Rajput?
Omar Rajput from California.
Who was the Bengali rapper? What was his name?
What Bengali rapper?
It was like
a group?
No, I think it was a Gujarati rapper. I think it was like Balak's cousin.
Yeah. From Toronto. Cat Eyes.
Yeah, Cat Eyes.
Do you remember Charlie's Chore in India Day Parade?
I do remember.
There were a bunch of Bengalis that rolled up in Hummers, and the Hummer broke down. It was a Hummer limo.
The Hummer limo.
In India Day Parade.
That's right.
And it broke down in between. They were all like thugging out, performing, and then, someone had to push the Hummer.
Yeah, speaking of brown people, I went to go see Hassan Minhaj's like experimental
routine
in Red Bank.
Yeah.
Yo, the dude was hilarious.
Okay.
I think my cheeks hurt.
Yeah?
Yeah, but he brought up some controversial stuff about Kumail and Priyanka.
Really?
Yeah, we got to talk about this.
Okay, down. So I think today we should talk about South Asian influencers and how they've influenced our lives and South Asian celebrities. The past, present, and the future. Starting with you, Ankur Garg, because you've been acting brand new lately. My man got 1,000 people following him on YouTube. Okay, 1,000 subscribers. 1,007. Let's be exact.
I love all 1,000 of you.
1,007, and he's acting brand new. Hey, we can't put this over here. I don't know if Ralph Lauren
so you got to
paid
pay
me.
for logo placement.
You got to pay and all that. Here I got a Stop and Shop water bottle. It's like, hey, don't show the logo, man.
No.
They got to pay to play.
Listen, we shop at Whole Foods. If you're Whole Foods, don't pay attention to any of that. I got you. I see you in those gift certificates. All right. Well, I got to tell you about the show, right? So he pretty much drops all this beef with Kumail because Kumail showed...
He's better looking than him now.
I don't know. That's a questionable objective thing.
He's Jack, man. He's a Marvel guy.
Yeah, but Kumail showed everyone what Indian men could look like.
You're right.
Why'd he do that? We got away with dad bods for so long.
Hassan Minhaj has no choice but to join DC now. That's it. That's his only option.
Oh man, I mean he's already part of the Apple TV community. Now.
Oh, he's part of the dark side.
Man. And then he called out Priyanka.
Priyanka Chopra?
Jonas.
Priyanka Jonas. You're right. About what?
That the wedding's fake.
You're kidding me.
It's
what do you mean?
Stunt.
No way.
That's what he said. The man literally collapsed on the ground and was like, "I knew this thing was a PR stunt." And
for all these years.
And I don't think he meant it. I think it's a joke, but he called her out hard.
Don't you guys sign a waiver that you're not supposed to talk about their jokes?
I mean, it's not like it was Harry and Meghan. Okay.
This is Ankur Garg's YouTube, so not Rizwan Awwal's. Just putting out there.
Rizwan bin Awwal.
God damn it!
Anyway.
Why do you put my government name out there?
Anyway.
Hey, I'm actually about to go to Priyanka Chopra or Priyanka Jonas's restaurant soon. It's called Sona. Yes, okay. In New York.
I can't wait to hear about this.
So I actually just did a contest for them, again with influencers, and we did a giveaway for one of my clients, also called Sona. And we did a Sona restaurant giveaway by Sona Jewelers. It worked out really nice. And we had a bunch of our customers come who won, and they went out with their husbands, and they had a beautiful night out.
Were you there?
I was not there, but I was there in spirit because, they shared their videos with me on social media.
Yo, I am just confused. So now we have South Asian celebrities opening businesses here in America.
Yes.
Would you have thought this would have happened 20 years ago?
I mean, we only hoped of it, right? You and I tried to create a movement where South Asians here can just do their own thing.
You talking about Say?
Say, yeah. South Asian youth.
Do you remember that?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I remember that.
But we didn't do shit. We started a podcast,
I joined a fraternity.
Okay, there we go. A South Asian fraternity.
Hey, multicultural.
Okay, multicultural, sorry. With 99% South Asian people.
No, I think the statistics are more in our favor now.
Okay.
It's been years.
It's been years.
Yeah, we just don't count Rutgers as part of the math. They
Rutgers, Binghamton, Stony, none of those, right?
No, all those are pretty multicultural now.
You guys have that one token Asian guy. That's it. That's what you call multicultural.
The Asian fraternities.
There's one token Asian guy in each one of your chapters.
There's also a white guy, David Greenspan. What up? His name is David Greenspan.
You recruited him specific for his name. He probably doesn't even know what he's a part of.
He got a free bid no matter what. Oh man.
But yeah, how did South Asian musicians, artists, actors, and we didn't really have influencers back then, right? So how did they influence your life?
I mean, I think Jay Sean and Raghav were around when I was trying to understand the difference between like Bollywood music with Hindi and all that, right? And American music. And they helped me kind of understand that they're not so far apart. Right? I mean, back then, music was very different in Bollywood than what it is now.
Okay, let's ask this question. This is the question that everyone of our generation has always had in the back of their mind. Who is better, Jay Sean versus Raghav? Who is the better artist in their first album drop?
I could go ahead and say this. Raghav's breath doesn't smell.
Oh, wow, that's harsh. You're going at the juggler today. What's going on, man? What have you been drinking?
I just remember us getting off a plane, and then behind us comes Jay Sean with his limp, right, trying to act because he just got signed to Cash Money. Right?
He had a little ghetto. He had a little ghetto.
Like a pimp walk.
Yeah, that's what it is, right?
And I was just like, what is he doing?
But let's keep it real. We're the one that went up to him. He didn't come up to us.
Oh, we went up right away. Can we take a picture?
We're fanboying hard.
Yeah, I signed him to a contract a couple years later for some influencer stuff.
Oh yeah, you did.
And then the infamous MLM talk went down.
Oh,
I don't know if I signed an NDA for that though, but the point is, I think South Asians being in mainstream media is a big deal.
Yeah,
right. I think it's amazing.
I give Jay Sean a lot of credit. You know,
for
that
sure.
he did Cash Money and he's still continuing and whatnot. It's amazing. You know, he actually lives in New Jersey.
Who was the first person to break that ceiling?
Punjabi MC.
Punjabi MC, Beware the Boys. I mean, I think is that one actor. I think he passed away recently, but he was always playing like the cop or the bad guy. I can't remember his name, but he crossed.
Oh,
over
the Bengali guy.
Yeah.
He
crossed into American movies a long time.
He crossed hardcore, but if you really look at it, Ben Kingsley, right? He's half Gujarati, and he played Gandhi. In like the 50s, and he's still alive. I think he's in Marvel now, right?
Maybe, yeah. But I think after that, I think the whole Slumdog Millionaire thing happened.
What about American Desi?
Oh, American Desi.
Yeah.
Touching feet and getting $20.
Yes. Rubber. Can somebody pass a rubber?
Buy me a pizza.
Yeah.
You know, I tried that.
And what's the name's entire career popped off from there? Harold and Kumar. Cal Penn. Cal Penn was the ghetto guy there. It's always the ghetto guy, you know?
I mean, I guess that's...
Is Cal Penn from New Jersey? Because that would make sense.
I think he's from California.
Nah.
He's from North California.
He's too ghetto to be from California.
I mean, I think he was from North California, and that's why like his slang was a little different from our slang.
Gotcha.
Right?
West Coast gangster Indian.
Yeah, something like that. I mean, isn't he like the ambassador to the United States government or something now?
Wasn't that during Trump era?
That was Obama.
Obama era, okay. One of those. Yeah, we're getting slashed. Every single South Asian influencer going to destroy us.
They're okay to hate us immediately. Who's hardcore Graves that are like bad mouthing us?
Forget these guys.
Okay,
you don't know who we are. We have 1,007 followers.
Yeah, you know who just followed me this week? Ibrahim.
Who is that? Like
that
the
Rutgers,
angel?
That Rutgers singer.
No, not at all.
He was like this YouTube sensation back when Raghav and Jay Sean were big back in the day. And like he was one of those acapella guys, right? He would do the beat, and then on top of that, he would record his vocals, and he would just keep going. You know how like Pitch Perfect,
that
kind of stuff happens.
Yeah.
But like, I found him on Instagram. I followed him, and then like minutes later, he followed me back.
Nice.
I was a little dumbfounded.
Nice.
Crazy.
Did you know who you are?
No.
Okay, nice. He probably unfollowed you by now.
I sent him a message.
It's a bot.
He left it unread.
It's a bot.
It could be.
It's a follow-unfollow bot.
All his pictures are of his kid now. So times have changed. So who influenced you the most?
Well, music was obviously a big part of my life, right? I started as a DJ. That is the heart and soul of everything that I've done. So South Asian, I gotta tell you, man, Saif Ali Khan. Okay? Saif Ali Khan. For some reason...
The Jab ko larki
dekhe mera dil divana bole. Ole, ole, ole. Okay, we gotta cut that, all right? Okay. They can't be on it. That can't be on it. First of all, I was so naive.
Wait, hold on. All the Hindi-speaking people, please translate that in the comments for the non-Hindi-speaking people.
So I was so naive. You gotta understand, right? I'm Bengali, right? I'm Bengali that was raised here. So that means I never, learned Hindi, which everyone in Bangladesh knows Hindi because that's the only thing that was airing in Bangladesh. Back then, in the 80s and 90s, you had like 3 channels. 2 of them were like Indian channels, right? The other one was Bengali TV, Bengali news. No one wants to see the Bengali news. And I think one was just the Azan.
What do they even talk about? In today's news, so-and-so Muhammad caught 10 fish.
It is the most difficult Bengali I've ever heard in my life. If anyone's from Bangladesh that's listening to this, you know what I mean. Bengali news, that's like a different Bengali that I never learned.
It's like Shupt Bengali.
Yeah, Bengali. Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
So I did not know that these Bollywood actors were not also the singers. I thought Saif Ali Khan sang Ole Ole, and I loved Ole Ole.
Now they actually do sing in their movies.
Didn't Amitabh Bachchan have like a couple of the tracks?
Yeah, a whole bunch of them sing in their tracks now.
They learned about autotune, huh?
I think autotune. I think they saw how popular singers were getting. Like, we're gonna sing our own song. And you know how Bollywood they just have to one up each other?
Yeah.
Salman would sing one song, and then Amir's like, "No, I'm singing."
Really?
My next movie.
Amir Khan is singing now.
Oh,
is
yeah.
Who's gonna start rapping?
Is
there a rapper already?
Ranveer,
Okay.
right? Deepika's husband.
Okay.
He did the whole movie.
I see Akshay Kumar.
Oh, he tried it too.
Okay.
Right, but then Akshay Bachchan did it too, right?
Akshay Bachchan? Am I missing actors? Who is Akshay Bachchan?
Whatever, Baby Bachchan, whatever his name is.
Oh,
Abhishek.
Abhishek
That's
Bachchan.
what it is. Yo, I haven't seen a Bollywood movie in so long. Apparently,
Yeah.
Bollywood's done.
Yeah, there's all this controversy
It's a
and
wrap.
stuff.
I'm never gonna see a movie.
So should we
again.
even talk about Bollywood influencers?
No, we said South Asian in America.
Okay.
influencers. So,
Gotcha.
I think every time I open up a new show on Netflix or Hulu, there's another Indian person that's mainstream.
Okay.
It's crazy.
Yeah, you're right. But and you know what's good? It's not that we're the token Indian guy anymore. I mean, we still are, but they're actually a main role. It's a main character. That's the best part.
You know what's becoming token?
What?
The Indian mother.
The Indian mother? I
There's
haven't seen
always
that.
a crazy Indian mother.
I mean, that's not token. That's just facts.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is like we went from the token best friend smart kid,
Yeah.
right, like in Big Bang Theory or like all the Cowpen roles
Yeah.
or whatever, right, to the 7-Eleven guy back in the day, right, and now it's like,
That's canceled now.
so
right?
now the
Wait,
main
do they
person-
cancel the Indian stereotypes or no? That's still out there?
Did they cancel Aunt Jemima?
I think so. I think everything's canceled, man.
Everything's canceled.
Yeah,
we
can't
need to
even-
do an episode on cancel culture for
Done.
sure.
Done. That'll be one of our next episodes.
But now on the shows, I'm always seeing this crazy, like, overpowering Indian mother that tells you everything that you have to do.
Like with the roti thing and like beating people.
I don't think they've done the beating people.
Instead of my big fat Greek wedding, is it like my big fat Indian wedding? Is
That's
that
just
how
the
it is?
YouTubers, right? And
Okay.
TikTokers that'll show the Indian mother not approving anything, right? If you
Yeah,
watch
yeah.
one of Lily's videos or Simi Says' videos,
Yeah.
any of that kind of stuff. But in mainstream TV, like you look at the one that My Tree is on, Never Have I Ever, whatever that name of the show is, right? The mother is like this overpowering, super intelligent woman that is just constantly downpouring the way she wants her kid to be.
Who's writing these scripts?
It's got to be brown. Oh, that was Mindy Kaling.
Okay.
Only a brown person. would
I think
understand.
this is their type of therapy. This is how they're.
Could be.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Imagine if we wrote something about our parents.
It might not be as well either. This is the only, we don't believe in sitting down with a shrink or therapist, but we'll air our dirty laundry out to the world. That's what we'll do.
Yo, so
And call it art.
do you think our parents find it weird to see brown people on American TV now?
I don't think my parents care, period. They're still watching Bengali, stuff, natoks.
I don't think my mom knows how to turn on Netflix yet.
Yeah, I mean, they don't even care. I try to bring it up to them. They don't care. They're still stuck in the past. As
I'm a
modern as my dad is, they're still stuck in the past.
I'm a little afraid once my mom learns how to turn on Netflix.
Oh my God.
They show nudity now
They do?
in brown shows.
I don't see no nudity.
Yeah, you
What
haven't
type
seen
of
the right shows.
I got some child proof or
No,
something.
they have like trans people in these shows. They have full nudity. They have sex scenes.
There's actually a lot of projects that I'm part of, that I'm doing the marketing for.
That's
that
an interesting transition as well. What I just described.
I'm just saying, I think it's a big deal, and I think maybe me 5 years ago would have laughed and whatever, skip the topic. But me now, after listening to a lot of South Asians, especially a lot of Pakistani guys who are gay, a lot of South Asians who are trans, I really feel for them, and a lot of them are part of the artistic community. And being an artist when you're South Asian, that itself is difficult. Being an artist when you're Muslim is like almost impossible. You're already going to be called gay, unfortunately. That's what your parents are going to say. And then actually being gay, it must be the biggest jail for them, the biggest prison. So I really feel for them. And as an artist, I want to always make sure everyone can portray their art, portray their business. That's why I'm such a big supporter of startups and small businesses, because that is a form of art, right? As an entrepreneur is not really a business person. They're just an artist, and their form of art, their canvas, is business. So I would hate being a prisoner myself. So I really feel for them and try to help them out. And yeah, so this is 2021 Riz, that definitely have changed after talking to a lot of them.
You're a new person.
I'm a new person. So are you. You're brand new since you have 1,007 followers on YouTube.
It's 1,008 as of when this episode went up. Just want to go ahead and clarify
Well, first
that.
of all, Calpen is unfollowing. Jay Sean is unfollowing. You know.
First of all, I need to go scroll back. When did they follow? I need to screenshot that immediately. Jack, you know what to do. Okay, so we have all of these South Asian influencers and mainstream celebs that, you know, have kind of popped up over the past couple of years. Who's the one that you're most excited to see what they do next?
Man, honestly, this new generation of actually influencers is what I'm really excited. I have a friend. Her name is Nisha. She's actually local to Jersey City, and I would love to bring her onto the podcast if she's ever available. But she is an amazing mother, an amazing wife, daughter. I got to speak to her, and we spoke about so many different topics. A woman like her, I can see, is changing people's lives, and that is the purpose of influencing. That's what I always think. My mother and my father were the first influencers I can ever remember. So a real influencer is a person that actually influences you for positivity and where you want to go. Either your goals, or they might even change your perspective to be a better version of you. Because that's what I strive for. Every day I try to be a better version of me from yesterday. So that's who I'm excited to see. These a lot of these influencers that are blogging, that are mothers, that are wearing every hat possible.
Dear Nisha, thank you for influencing Riz to be a better person. I don't know how you did it. I've been trying for years, but I mean, hey.
I'm ready to be a mother now. What about you, Ankur? Who has influenced you now?
You know, I think there's a lot of actors that are taking on roles that I never thought I could, you know, see a brown person in, right? And I think there's certain glass ceilings that are being broken when I look at CEOs of major Fortune 500 companies. I mean, I know these guys are business people, not necessarily influencers, but I think they influence me, right? When you look at all the big companies right now, I mean, most of them have brown CEOs, and that's kind of crazy to me. Where, okay, you know, it is an option to be in a publicly traded company and have an Indian CEO and have, you know, looking at a board that's not all white.
I want to be the owner of the publicly traded company with a board that's all white. Okay, that's what I want.
What kind of white?
Like white, like Jack White.
Like Jackie White?
Oh, definitely Jackie Duffer.
Bro, Jackie was so mad.
Why?
Every time I say her name on the podcast, I get a text message. Why did you say my name?
You got to pay her, okay? You got to pay to play, okay? You got to sponsor. That girl, Jackie, is not cheap.
Her name's not even Jackie.
I know. We're not going to put her name out there, okay?
I'm not putting her real name.
She is not cheap, all right? She got Louboutins and stuff.
Yo,
she gets flowers every week.
You
I think by you.
You go viral once over a weird person that lives in the building, right? And all of a sudden, you act different.
She's infamous.
She doesn't have 1,008 subscribers on YouTube, though.
Oh, I mean, if she was public, I bet she would.
Yeah.
Jackie Duffner, we need you in the podcast. Would you please join us in the podcast?
All right, so these South Asian influencers that are making a big deal,
yeah,
and everything that they're doing, what do you think is a category that they're not in? I mean, I'm going to go ahead and say there's certain sports that I haven't seen South Asian influencers break through.
That's a good topic, right? Sports. Some of the original OG influencers, Michael Jordan, is sports, right? A lot of people.
The GOAT influencer.
Yeah. The influencer. But a lot of people actually do not talk about sports influencers. A lot of these athletes are not portraying themselves to be a person of influence. Yeah, they might have a lot of followers, but they're not being influential. They're not doing these crazy endorsement deals the way that MJ did and stuff like that. I'm really, I love what Drake is doing. You know, as a musician, doing the Nike deal and everything. That is when you're crossing over. I love it. You know,
I just want to see a Bengali person dunk in the NBA. That's all I want.
Yeah. I mean, the Bengali hoop in Bangladesh is a lot lower, so we got you. Just come through the Dhaka.
I know, but when they come over
through
here,
Dhaka,
it's
man.
not going to work.
We can't even play in Punjab, man. Forget over here.
Yo,
how come Punjabis aren't in the NBA? You guys are huge.
There was a guy.
There was a guy.
There was one guy.
One guy. He made it to the NBA?
And I think he was on the practice squad for a bit.
Okay.
And then a handful of college players have been like Punjabi and South Indian guys that just were graced with being like 7 foot tall. And I think, I mean, obviously you've seen South Asian athletes in the Olympic sports across, all sorts of stuff.
I feel like if anyone's going to do it, Punjabis are going to do it. Punjabis are the best at everything that they do, with a smile and everything, you know?
They're very happy.
extremely happy and angry at the same time, which I don't understand. Some really happy people that get angry.
I'm so disappointed
quickly.
that the original influencer, angrypunjab.com, like,
Yo, you held on to that website for a while.
Karan Singh Narwal was going to be the biggest influencer in the world.
He became a doctor, and now is a responsible man.
It's not fair. I blame the Caribbean. They made it too easy to become a doctor. Yo,
Nah, man, he worked hard.
You know what else Hassan was talking about?
What?
The difference between MDs and DOs.
What are they?
He pretty much said DOs are fake doctors.
Okay.
The audience went crazy.
Because half of them are
I have
DOs.
ex-girlfriends that are DOs, right? Like, there's some craziness that went down. He was talking about he's at the age now where half the doctors are probably brown, and they're probably people he knows. And so he was talking about something where there's fertility, medicine and all that kind of stuff. And he gets to the doctor's office, and it turns out it's a brown dude that he knew that went to the Caribbean. And he's like, "You're not allowed to touch me down there." But you gotta watch the show. I can't put out all of his.
I mean,
stuff out there
if you
on the
invited me,
podcast.
I'm sure you took a lovely lady, as we had in the last podcast, how you love to date and do these epic things,
I mean, someone has to.
I'm sure it was a day that you disappeared from hanging out with all of us who were probably all together, and you're like, oh, I gotta go, guys. I gotta go do something. You were probably shady about it and didn't tell us. And now we know you went to a Hassan Minaj concert with a girl.
You're actually completely right. I think that was the day the Modera party happened.
And you totally lied to us.
No, I didn't lie. I said I had
Ask
plans.
Jackie Duffner.
Okay.
And we asked you,
why are you putting your whole name out?
We asked you, is it a date? And you said, no, I made these plans beforehand. Those were your words.
I mean, I turned it into a date.
I think you told us you're taking your cousin or something. So
different show. You guys are confusing comedians at this point.
But anyways, there's a lot of influencers out there. I'm sure you had a dealing with a lot of their success and their rise. Which influencers do you personally know that you've seen their journey, and where were they before and where are they now?
Australia, Miss World, is probably the coolest influencer right now that I think is like really changing the game.
Okay, yeah, you're right.
So she's Indian.
Yeah,
right? She has an Indian background, and I mean the content that she's putting out right now is
Dude,
unreal.
Australian Indian accents.
Yeah,
it's the sexiest thing on the planet. I thought it was British. No way, Australian, all the way.
Yeah, but she's put out some amazing content, and how quickly she's grown since she got her crown, it's phenomenal. And like she's just breaking ceilings everywhere.
You're right. There's actually a lot of Indian girls that won a lot of the beauty pageants. I think New Jersey, right, had Emily Shah, had Chavi Virg.
That's right.
Had Mania. I cannot pronounce her last name. I'm sorry, Mania.
But we've been doing it for decades.
Yeah, I mean, Indian girls,
Priyanka.
they're beautiful. They have that exotic. Yeah,
right. Yeah.
You know who I'm most impressed about and proud of? Sunny Leone. To see where Sunny Leone got from us just DJing her wedding.
Oh no.
Is that Jackie Duffner?
Oh no.
Yo, we just said her name and she showed up.
All right, guys, we gotta wrap up this episode.
No. Jackie Duffner has arrived with flowers. She's definitely gonna be on the next podcast. 100%.
All right, guys. Well, thanks for tuning in this time. We're going to see you guys again at the next episode.
Ankur's gonna get his ass beat.
Let me go apologize to Jackie in person. All right, guys. Take care.